Hello everyone and welcome to Farming Simulator 22 with me, Casual Dan. We are going to be starting our career on here. Says standard setting for getting started. You don't own any land but have some substantial funds ready for spending. The economy is stable, grain prices are decent, and gameplay elements are on standard settings. Now, probably, what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and start with the farm manager here. It's going to give us um, about $1 million or so, somewhere, give or take, something like that. But we're going to spend most of that on land anyway. So, of course, we'll have to, after a little bit, we'll have to do a bunch of contracts and stuff to get money back up after we get the stuff we need. It's still going to be a challenge, and it's still fun. But okay, here we are in the create a player. Not really going to focus too much on this because you really don't see your player in game anyway. Um, so we're just gonna go ahead and bypass it. And right now, here is the starting area. You don't own any land, any tractors, or anything like that. Um, but before we get into owning any land, the first few things I'm gonna do is we're gonna uh, go to construction. We're gonna go buy us a silo right off the bat. We're gonna need that. Um, So we could get a hayloft, which I don't really need that right now. And we're going to get us one of these. And we're going to put it right about there. This land is not owned by you. Oh, okay, well then let's change that real quick. So if we go into our map here, let's go to um, land overview. And we're going to select this area. We're going to buy that. Just so that way we can buy our silo and put it in. Um, because without a silo, you can't store grain or crops anywhere. So let's go ahead, place you down there, and let's go ahead and um, let me turn the volume up on this just a little bit. Let's see, not really getting a lot of sound coming from here. So save. There we go. That might work a little bit. First thing we're gonna do is get us a couple medium tractors. Because you need tractors or you're not going to be able to do anything in this game. Um, so we're going to go ahead and get this little John Deere, and it'll set up standard. Let's do standard tires. I want a front loader on it. Front loader is a must. So let's buy that one, and I want to get this other John Deere over here. Like it's already got front attachments. That's good. Okay, now we need to get us a harvester, so that way we can harvest some crops here. Um, I would get this little one here. Let me see what's the tank on it. 49.85. Um, go ahead and get the Dutes for get it. Go ahead and buy you. Now we need to go get our header to match it. Okay, now we're going to need a trailer to haul our grain in. Which we'll just start off with our small little trailer here. We're gonna need a cultivator, and this is one I always use, so of course I got to get that one. A seeder. Now the seeders, I usually go for the little Amazon here. I think I might want to switch it up. It's got a path of 3, 3. Yeah, I really want that one. Um, yeah, I think I might. switch it up and get that. That's one I really want right there, but I'm not going to spend 109,000 right off the bat on a cedar. Let's get the coon. Okay, and is there anything else we need at the moment? Let me see if there's anything in here. I don't think so. I think we might need a fertilizer tank, fertilizer spreader. Let's just get a small little one like this. That's exactly what we need. Now, I think that's all we need for the moment. We'll find out more here in a few minutes, of course. Let's go back and go back to our land here. Now this one here, it's 140,000. What about you? It's 49.50. Now we might be able to. That's 114. That's 140. Be better to buy that one. Buy that. Buy you. Buy you. Looks like we've still got quite a bit. So how much is it to buy you? What about you all? 140, 180. That'd be 3 something. Go ahead and buy you as well, and we'll just have this whole little block right here. Could we? You know what? Let's buy you too. What the heck? Okay, now since we've got all those bought, and we've got our equipment bought, one more thing we do need to buy. Hopefully, I've got enough for it. Let's go with Farmhouse. And we need the farmhouse, that way whenever we have nothing to do, we actually can pass time by sleeping. And that's going to be a big plus. Let's buy you. That's going to bring us down to 79 grand. So that's about where we need to be. But before we go get the equipment, let's go check the lay of the land and let's see what all we've got over here. So far there's nothing planted there. Then looks like we've got sunflowers over here. They're growing. They all need fertilized, of course. And then what do we got here? We got soybeans growing. Okay. And looks like we've got something over here ready to go. Ready to harvest is canola. Okay. We've got cotton, which is a pain in the butt in this game. I'm not gonna lie. And then we've got sorghum that's growing. And then let's run across this field. And looks like we've got something else ready to grow over here. Oats. Okay. So let's go over to field 52 over here and see what we've got growing there. And then looks like we're going to have to come and start harvesting some of these fields as long as it's in season. And what I mean by in season, I will show you that in just a second so you know what I'm talking about. As we just casually walk through our fields like it's nothing. Okay. Now, in my own save files, I've never owned this field over here. And it looks like potatoes. Yay. That's going to be fun. Okay, but what I mean by in season, if you go over here to this little calendar, I've got the crop planting thing turned on. So if you look down here at the bottom, you see green is for planting season, orange is for harvest season. Now those are the plants that can be planted. If it's not in season, it will not let you plant it. So right now for harvest season, we can harvest canola, oats, and wheat. And we can only plant canola. So until September rolls around, then we can plant wheat and barley. Okay. So this month we can do canola and oat, and then October we can harvest the soybeans, the sunflowers, and we can go ahead and harvest the potatoes now. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to jump into our little tractor here, and let's go here and pick up some of our equipment that we bought. And let's go ahead and get it lined up a little bit better for our cultivator. Okay, and let's go ahead and pick up our fertilizer too. Okay, make sure we're in line for that. Alright, but first things, before we get fertilizer, we have to come over here and buy our fertilizer for it, which I think I'll probably use big bags here. And let's go ahead and buy, yes, and let's see where to place that bag of fertilizer at. Over here. Now, let's refill you. As you can see, it's filling up. Now, you're ready to go back to the farm. And first thing we're going to do is something new in Farming Sim that I absolutely love. I don't know if it was in Farming Sim 19 or not. I can't really remember because I didn't play it that much. But you can select your tractor, select destination, and you can tell it to drive. That is freaking awesome. But the thing is, will it actually do it? And as you can see, it's going to. So that's really great. Now we're going to take this, get our seeder. Okay. And let's get you backed up here. Oh, you better be able to carry this thing. Really? Am I just not lined up, or is that what it is? There we go. Now you, my boy, we're going to have to buy seeds for you as well. So let's go back in here, get a big bag of seed. And you're over there too. Alright, so let's refill you, and which is really awesome. It actually opens up and you can see it being filled. I love that. Okay. Now let's do the same thing with you. Let's get you set to go right here. Okay, and you're driving. Good. And let's get our harvester, get you hooked up. And I'm wondering, can we pull this wagon with this? I doubt it, but let's try. No, we can't. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. Oh, get out of the way. Harvesters, I've learned in this game, you pretty much gotta drive them yourself because the AIs can't drive these worth of crap. So I apologize for the long drive there. At least let's check out the inside of it. Got all your controls, got a little radio up there. Got your other controls over here. Overall, pretty decent interior. I like it. Got your mirrors. Got your mirrors over here. Mirrors actually work. Okay, so this series is going to be a struggle. I can guarantee that it's going to be a lot of grinding, and if you expect me to skip a bunch of stuff, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I'm not one in these games to skip time or anything like that. I mean, if I'm going to suffer doing it, you're going to suffer as well. Sorry, that's just the way it is. I feel that if you skip most of it, it takes away the immersion from it, and you don't get all of it out of it. That's just me. So, and which field was it that had our oats? Was it our big field over here? Because I know we've got our sunflowers, but they're not ready yet, and it's not season to harvest them anyway. Excuse me. My throat's a little dry this morning. I had a rough night sleeping last night, so I'm not feeling the best this morning, but hey, I'm gonna push through it to get some content out for you all. And yeah, I usually don't sleep or talk in my sleep or anything, but my wife this morning told me that I was talking in my sleep and tossing and turning. So, and normally whenever I dream, I remember every little detail, which is pretty weird, but I usually remember every little detail in my dreams. But last night, I couldn't remember none of it, and it was pretty weird. Because normally my dreams turn into like Stephen King novels or something, and don't wake me up. But, all I remember was this morning about 3:15 this morning, I woke myself up, and I don't remember what for. It was pretty strange. Okay, so let's jump out here real quick and see which field we need to be harvesting. Okay, that's the cotton. Definitely not that one. Is it this one? Nope, it's not sorghum. It's that one back there. Okay. So is that backfill back there? Yeah, it was just a weird night. I usually don't happen like that. Hang on, didn't this backfield, didn't we have something to harvest on it too? Wasn't it the oats? I believe what it was oats. We'll drive by there and find out. Might as well. Okay, let's go around the field here. Now, I do have crop destruction turned off because I don't want to destroy none of my crops. But, you know how that goes. But I believe you are ready. Because just even driving in the field a little bit like that would destroy my crops, and I can't afford that. Okay, so it's the oats, and oats are in season, I do believe. Oats are in season to harvest, but we need to hurry up and get them harvested this season. So we'll go ahead and hire a driver, and you're going to drop that. Nope. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and drop you there. Let's back up. Unfold the cultivator, because you have to unfold it in order to drop it. So drop it. And we're going to go get our trailer. And I'm not the best driving in any game whatsoever, so yeah, no comments needed. I know I suck. It's okay. And if you hear that, I'm sorry. Where I'm at, it's storming really, really freaking bad. Enough where it's shaking the house. So if you hear that, I apologize. Which is not too loud, but you know, microphones pretty much pick up anything. Now, if you all like this series, I plan on, if the series does pretty well, I plan on doing live streams of it too as well. Probably on a different map, not the same map. Because I feel that'd be overkill for one map. So if y'all want to see a live stream of it, the other two maps, Y'all can pick which one you want, and that's the one we'll go with. Okay. We got you. I got you, baby. Yeah, I got you, baby. Okay, I'm gonna have this guy drive this. And let's go get you right there. And you are able to drive, so that's good. We don't have anything planted in there yet, so let's go ahead and get you set up to seed something. And I think all we can seed right now is canola. So that's what we're going to end up planting is canola. Yeah, I'll show you. If you try to plant, let me see. Let's say corn is, or soybean is out of season. It should not let me plant soybeans, okay? It absolutely should not. Because it will say this fruit is out of season or something like that. So let's this fruit cannot be planted in August. So you've got to stick to that if you've got it turned on, which is a new challenge. Oh, canola, not oat. Sorry about that. So you can turn that off. You don't have to have it on, but I feel it's a little more realistic because, like in real life, you can't just plant any old thing in any season you want to. You got to plant it when it's the right time for it and all that stuff. So it's not like you can just go out and plant whatever you want. But while he's doing his thing and they're doing their thing, we're going to walk around because something new they've done in this game. Um, they've added collectibles, and as soon as I find one, I'll let you know what the collectibles are, which is pretty neat. I really like that part of it. But for every collectible that you find is $1,000, and once you find all of them, you'll get a cool $1 million. So that's pretty neat. Now I'm not sure exactly where they are. If you want to know where they are before you start playing, so that way you'd start off with that money. Go to Brad M73 on his channel. He's got a whole video of it up, and he shows you the location of every one of them. As he actually went around and found them. Like here, you can see this little thing here, and it looks like a little harvester. That was a cedar. So it says you found a cedar. There are 9 more cedars to be found. So there's quite a bit of collectibles in this game. You just got to go around and find them all. Which it can be pretty fun, like if you don't have nothing to do right away. It can actually be pretty fun just to go around, look around. See, look, there we go, we found a plow. So yeah, well, so if you're strapped on cash and you don't have nothing to do while you're waiting on crops or you don't want to do jobs or whatever, you can always just walk around, finding little collectibles here and there. And they've got things like plows, seeders, harvesters, cows, pigs, sheep. I mean, they've got all kinds. See, like right there, there is another seeder. So, and another $1,000. And trust me, they're not all going to be this easy to find. Some of them, and I've noticed too, they don't always spawn right away. Or at least they don't seem that way. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I mean, it's a nice little Easter egg kind of thing where you just go around if you get bored and just something to do. I'm not sure how many more are around this area. I'd be honest with you, I didn't watch that video all the way through because I don't know. I just like going around doing most of the work myself. Open cover and zoom out just a hair. Okay, you're almost done. You're not even full yet, so you're gonna be good. And another thing we can look at too is we can go here to growth, and you can tell when things are ready to harvest. So like our next field, since we're harvesting this one, we're gonna have to do 48. Okay. And then this field is fertilized once, but once it's planted, we're gonna have to fertilize again. So, soil composition. All these have weeds, but with the weeding, you got to do that after the first growth cycle. So once they start sprouting, then you can weed. I need lime. Yeah, it's gonna need lime before we do anything else, but I'm gonna skip the lime process for the moment. All it helps with the yield of your crops. If you lime and fertilizer, of course you're going to increase the yield on your crops. But for right now, I'm not really concerned that much with it because we're just starting out, and I don't want to spend a lot of our money on stuff we're only going to use a few times. That makes sense. I'd rather spend it on equipment and things like that. But that's me. I mean, a lot of people do it different ways, so okay, I understand. Go ahead and unload some of this. Another thing I should tell you, whenever you've got your grains and stuff harvested and you got them in the silos, you can sell them whenever you want. But in this game, there's actually price fluctuations, which is pretty neat because now if you sell them at optimal time, you make optimum money. So let's go. Right here, it shows your inventory, how much you've got, the stations you can sell it at, and for how much. But if you come down to, I think I was in the right area. Yep. Nope. Dang it. If you hit show price fluctuations down there at the bottom, you can see that the price fluctuates with every month. Now I'm not sure exactly how this pricing works. Some people said that the unmarked bottom, unmarked spot is like the beginning of the month, and the line at the top or the bottom is the end of the month. So say if we're collecting oats right now, and it's September. So the price is just now starting to go up. So if we wanted to sell it at maximum profit, we'd wait until January when the price is higher. Because it's going to start going up through October, November, December, and January. But in February, it's going to start going down. So we'd want to sell it towards the end of the day in January, if that makes any sense. But once again, you can sell it whenever you want to. You don't absolutely have to wait until that month. But if you want to make maximum profit, I would wait and do it that way. Once again, it just adds a little realism to it, and that's what I love about this rendition of Farming Sim 22. The realism is pretty near off the charts. I mean, it's amazing. And you haven't completed your task yet. There's still one little sliver that you didn't get, and it's right here. So go ahead and get it done. Then we can take our cultivator and go over there and cultivate that field after we fertilize this section right here. And as you can see, there's little rocks in there too. You can actually get little machines that pick up the rocks for you, and you can actually make money off the rocks. But it's very, very tedious. One tip I have learned though, if you end up getting the rocks out, do it after you cultivate, because if you get all the rocks out and then cultivate the field, it's just going to kick up more rocks and you'll be wasting your entire time. So, just a little piece of advice that I've learned from experience. So alright, now let's get over here and pick up our fertilizer and see what kind of range we have on this bad boy. Fertilizing I'm going to do myself. I just find something about that satisfying. So let's Start right here, and let's see. Turn on fertilizer. And got pretty good range. We should just be able to make one more little pass and get the rest of that in there. So one thing I'm wondering, has anybody ever watched one of my episodes all the way through and figured out how many times I've said so? I've noticed I've said it quite a bit. I just want to know if anybody's actually took time to count them. I know it's annoying, and I apologize for it, but that's just the way I've always talked. Like an accent. Once you start talking that way for such a long period of time, it's hard to stop. I should do like a video with like a challenge on it for you to count see how many times I say stop, and whoever gets closest wins something. I think that'd be pretty neat. Okay. Now let's go ahead and park you here, and let's pick up our cultivator. And let's not forget to load you up. And let's head off to the field that we're harvesting now. And get you started on cultivating the ground. And we don't want to drive through our crops, even though I've got destruction off, but just for realism, let's not drive through crops. And that's going to be our next field. Okay. So let's go to the left here. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Okay. Let's not get started on that. Now the potatoes, we can harvest the potatoes. We'll just have to lease a machine to do that with. And I'm not sure if it's going to be profitable enough to even worry about. I mean, I would like for it to be, but I don't want to lose a lot of money on it either. Let's go ahead and unfold you. Okay, and let's get you started. Alright. While we're doing that, let's see how much the machine would be to harvest the potatoes. So we've got 78,000 in the bank, and to lease you would cost us 30 grand. The potatoes, I think we can probably make that back. We might be able to make it back. You know what? They're gonna have to be harvested anyway. So let's get this and just drive it over there. Oh man, this is gonna be a financial disaster. I need to see where we're at on time here. Don't want to make it over an hour because I feel over an hour gets boring for you all. Unless y'all like long videos, then just let me know. I typically try to keep my videos about 30-35 minutes. And where is our potato field? Is this it? Or this our cotton field? This is our potatoes. Oh, and they're not even grown yet. What? Potatoes. It says they can be harvested right now, though. Oh man. You know what? I can't afford to keep this for another day. So we're gonna see if we can go ahead and harvest it. And if we can't, then we just wasted all that money. No field. No. Okay. Alright, let's give it a few minutes. That sucked. Okay. I should have looked first. I told you it was going to be a financial disaster, didn't I? Oh. So let's see where we're at on time here. 37 minutes. So we'll record for just a little bit longer. Maybe get this field done and maybe that field over there. So. Oh man, I can't believe I didn't check that first. That's gonna suck. And while I'm at it, let's see, do we have anything on sale? Nothing really worth anything right now. That'd be nice, but I don't know. And that's a nice CLAAS tractor, but we don't have enough for that, and probably won't for a little while. So we'll just do without. Okay. So if you turn around, I go ahead and start unloading you and probably dump this load. Come on. Next episode, we'll get into contract work and we'll do a couple of contracts. Some of the contracts has been really buggy though. I've noticed that. You can complete the job and you won't get credit for it. Or if you go to do like fertilizing jobs and you go to the field to fertilize them and it's saying you don't have access to this field. So naturally you can't do it. Okay. You're gonna have to let me through real quick. And let's go around the edge of the field. And eventually we're going to get a plow and we're actually going to link these fields up. Eventually. It's going to be a little bit, but eventually we will. Okay. Slow down over these little creek beds. And get over here to grain drop off. And right bumper and Y to unload you. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller for most of it, in case you're wondering. It's just easier for me. I've always played farming sim games with the controller. Don't ask me why, I just always have. That was my bad attempt at a Sean Connery voice. We going farming, we going farming. A few more passes and he should be done with that field. Then we can move on to this little field right here. So we're just gonna park right here. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the contracts here. We're not going to accept any, but we're going to go ahead and look at them. As you see, harvesting. Now, when you do these, make sure you read it thoroughly. Because I messed up several times by not reading it thoroughly. As you can see, it says harvest the wheat in field 53 and take the product to Goldcrest Valley. Use your own equipment or lease equipment for a reward reduced by $456. Okay. And then spraying, remove the weeds in field 61 by spraying the field with herbicide. Use your own equipment or lease equipment for a reward reduced by $171. Make sure to fill the tool with herbicide. Now with these, you've got to buy the herbicide, which means you're going to lose a lot of money doing this contract. Because the herbicide alone is like $900. So be careful with that. One thing I'm looking forward to see what this is the production chains. I don't know what that is. I haven't got that far. So, That is what I want to check out. And once this guy gets done cultivating a field over there, we will get and seed this again. And take a little screenshot of that. Be the thumbnail for this episode. Okay. Like he's got maybe one more pass, maybe? I hope it's one more pass. What are you doing? Come on, dude. Yeah, it looks like maybe one more pass. And no, it looks like there's gonna be one little strip unless it gives it to him. Yeah, there's gonna be one more little strip. Couldn't get that lucky, could we? Okay. So since there's gonna be one little sliver left, I'm gonna go up here and wait on him. And let him unload his grain. Okay. So let's park about right here. And let's take a ride with him. Alright. Where are you going? Dismiss. I'll take over from here. I know what you were going to do. You were going to back up all the way to the other side. It's just easily come around here, turn around, turn your harvesting head back on, and get it done this way. Okay? Yeah. I know what you were going to do. Which you've got a little over half a tank, so that's pretty good. So we're going to get about a load and maybe a third on this field. Isn't too bad. It's a pretty decent sized field. Okay, so let's see how much we end up getting here. Well, looks like we're going to get about almost a load and a half, so that's really good. Okay, so pop in, and now let's move on to this field over here. And I believe it is in season, I believe, so we're gonna see. I'm not sure if you get like a yield penalty or anything for harvesting out of season, or anything like that. But I'm afraid if you wait too long to harvest a crop, that it will wither. That's my my thing. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and get you set up here without going into the creek bed, and we got canola, and canola is in harvest season, so it's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you set there, and we're gonna get you, yeah, we got a little over half a load on that one. So let's get you back to the farm and unload you and get ready to I forgot what I was gonna say. Start seeding that field. Because I feel that harvester will not get full on this field. So if it does, we can just drive it over there manually and dump it. So this is an 8,000 liters, that's 12,000. So we've got about 12, almost 13,000 liters of oats. A lot of breakfasts. Alright. Now, let's dump you off right here. Okay. And let's get in the view here, and we'll go here and pick up this cedar. Hopefully this little bitty tractor can pull this cedar, I'm hoping. Okay. Let's get over here. That cedar is almost big as the tractor. Thanks my tractor sexy, as it really turns around. Okay, don't copy out that, please. Oh, shoot. I hate this bridge. Why there had to be a bridge there? Okay, we got it. And of course, we're going to plant canola, because that's what's in season. And this thing's almost a little too overmatched for this. A weak little honk. Get out of the way, top liner. Come on. I got stuff to do. You got stuff to do. We've all got stuff to do. Now get out of the way. Okay. And what I would like to see is where we keep driving this little path here. I like to see it actually wear out as you drive on it. That would be pretty realistic. Is it doable? Yes. Would John do it? I hope so. Would I be upset if they didn't? No. It's just a little suggestion. Okay, let's get you set up here. And get me some oats. Okay. Now, ooh, this is actually... are you going to... Nope, you're not. Okay. Well, folks, this is a financial problem right here. Okay. Before we end this episode, let's look around here and see if we can find any collectibles. And no. No. Okay. We've got a few buildings over here, so let's look up here. And that was so easy to get up here. Nothing in the chimney. Okay, there's nothing up here. Let's just hop down, not get hurt, because that's how it works in the real world. I don't see anything here. So let's go to the next section here. And what is this? Me Familia. Okay. Good name of a restaurant, I like it. Okay, nothing over here. And don't worry, I'm not trespassing, I'm just looking to steal stuff from you. Nope, you all don't have crap. Okay. And real life, let's hop over big freaking fence. Ugh, nope, okay. Yeah, I thought I seen, yep, I did. Okay. So that was another cedar. Awesome. And ooh, y'all look rich. You look like you might have a collectible. I don't know. Looks condemned to me. Now, in some instances, you can actually find a ladder and get up on the houses. Nice little water collector. I like that. The lawnmower. I think y'all should use it. Y'all's grass is getting a little tall. Short little folks like me gonna get lost. Okay. Well, anyway, this is where we're gonna end the episode. So, appreciate you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button and that subscribe button to show this video some love. And don't forget to look in the description down below for my Discord and my Twitter pages and stuff. I really love for y'all to join me on there. But until next time, love you. See you later.